Today, I'm going to let you in on some secrets. These are the things that you look for when shopping for laser hair removal. Hi, I'm Crystal with Bio2 Laser Studio. And today, one of the main secrets for not getting taken advantage of with laser hair removal when you're shopping is to make sure that you look for reviews. Go to Google, go to Yelp, check out what real people are saying about their experience with that provider. We all know that when our car breaks down, we're not just going to go to any random mechanic. We're going to ask our friends. We're going to ask our coworkers. We're going to find out who is going to do the best job, the best value. Well, laser hair removal is no different. Before you go and pick a provider and choose a provider, you want to make sure that you do your research. So ask around, ask your friends. The good news is that it's no longer taboo to get beauty treatments like laser hair removal. In fact, if anything, everyone is talking about it. You're talking with your girlfriends, you're talking with your friends, and you're asking, who do you go to? Who does your laser hair removal? Who does your Botox and beauty treatments? So make sure that before you go, that you're asking your friends. One of the scary things in the laser hair removal industry is that even though the guidelines and the credentials are out there and there is regulation, sometimes you'll find that it's pretty loose. In fact, we've heard that there are people who apply at a laser hair removal clinic, they get a 15-minute training by a doctor, and then they have a laser in their hands. So you really want to make sure that before you choose a provider, that you're looking at the credentials, you're asking about the experience, in addition to asking friends and family. As with any service provider, one important thing that will make you feel comfortable that you're choosing the right place is go in for a consultation. Most laser hair removal clinics and spas have free consultations where you can come in, you can meet with the providers, you can ask questions, and at that point, you'll get a really good feeling of whether or not it's going to be a good fit. Another way to really educate yourself before you go in to get laser hair removal is understand the pricing structure. So laser hair removal is not a one and done. Hair grows in 3 different cycles. You have your anagen, your catagen, and your telogen phases. So if they're not educating you during the consultation or online, you really want to make sure that you understand what you're paying for. Are you paying for one session only? Are you paying for a series of 6? What is the technology like? How many sessions are going to be required? So before you lock into a price, really understand what that pricing structure looks like. So with almost every technology with laser hair removal, you can destroy the hair follicle during its anagen phase, which is also known as the active phase. So all of the hairs that we have currently on our head and our body right now that you can see, they're all in the anagen phase. So you can come in for a laser hair removal treatment and destroy all of the hairs in the anagen phase. They'll typically, at least with our technology, naturally shed and expel within 2 weeks after your treatment. It's not dramatic. We're always shedding skin and hair. You won't see anything really unique. You'll just notice less hair. Sometimes we've had clients that said, oh, my hair grew back. But what they really wanted to understand is that it's not the same hair follicle. What happened was that the hair that we destroyed in the anagen phase will shed off, but the new hair has come up, which looks a lot like the other hair, so it looks like the hair grew back. But the good news is that those hairs from the original session are gone for good. These new ones, we're happy they're now in their anagen phase, so we can destroy those as well. So typically it requires, in our case, 6 sessions, and each time the hair gets thinner, it grows slower, it's lighter, and it's just better and better and better until the result that you're looking for is that there's no hair left. So be patient with the process. It typically takes about 3 to 6 sessions for the hair to be gone for good. Most laser hair removal companies want to encourage you or incentivize you to get more than one treatment. Because as we know, and we just discussed, more than one treatment is going to be required for you to achieve the smooth skin that you're looking for. So I would ask about package deals. Make sure that you're inquiring about either memberships, package deals, something that is going to make it affordable and cost effective for you to come more than once. Typically 3 to 6, sometimes 9. We always say having a lot of hair is a curse and a blessing. Depends on many factors, hormones, genetics, whether or not you're going to need 3 sessions or 9 sessions. But you want to make sure that you don't just come in once if you want that smooth skin. When you get a price breakdown, it's really important that you look and observe that there are no hidden fees. Everything should be upfront, transparent for the cost of the service. So we want you to look for hidden fees like numbing cream for those technologies that actually require that, extra service fees, anything that a laser company could potentially sneak in there, you want to make sure that you're aware of. At Bio2 Laser Studio, there are no hidden fees. It is simply for the cost of the treatment. So it's one of those things that you really, really want to make sure that you're aware of and that you ask for. So I'm going to give you a secret. One time we had someone that came in to apply and she was so fed up with the company that she worked for. And here's why. The integrity of that company was crazy. Couldn't believe it. She said in her training, they taught her that before she gave a price to look at the shoes of the person that was coming in for pricing, look at the purse, look at, to see if there's name brands and if they look like they had money. And we were shocked. We could not believe that there are companies out there that don't have transparent pricing where at least you have a benchmark of what would this range, what would this look like? Now, it's hard to guarantee how many sessions you're going to need until you get in there and we start to do the treatments, but you should at least have an idea, and it shouldn't range based on whether or not you're wearing Prada. I know understanding technology for laser hair removal can be really tricky. There's so many machines on the market, and ask me, I know, because almost every day we get a phone call from someone trying to sell us some other random machine that does something in the skincare, the beauty, or the laser hair removal industry. So it's really difficult sometimes to discern which one is better. Early on, when we first opened about 11 years ago, the technologies on the market weren't as advanced as they are today. Some of the machines that do more of a superficial laser hair removal, and so you need more sessions. That's why sometimes you hear these companies that say, we're going to offer you laser hair removal for life, or if you buy this, you get it for a full year. And as we keep talking about, you shouldn't need more than 6, maybe 9 at the max sessions for the hair to be gone for good. So if you're requiring a full year of hair removal or lifetime hair removal, it may sound good in theory, but you really want to understand that maybe the technologies that they're using are not really as strong or not really as effective as the ones that you're looking for. Another secret to knowing what's out there and what to be aware of is all of these laser hair removal companies that are offering in-house financing, or they're offering big prices, but they can break it down because they're getting a bank to finance it. But be careful, because when you have in-house financing, that's basically just like a membership. You're paying every month as you go, because you can't get laser hair removal, or you shouldn't get laser hair removal too close together. Otherwise, you're destroying the same hair follicle. You have to spread it about a month, which makes sense for them to call it in-house financing, even though it's really just kind of like a membership base. You pay it every month as you go. Another reason why you probably don't want financing through a financial institution to justify a large price is because once that company, that laser hair removal company, gives that money and it's operating through a bank, now if you're unhappy with the service, you're unhappy with the company results, anything for any reason, it no longer is between you and the company. Now you're tied into a financial institution. And as you know, the repercussion, what is the word? I had it till the end. Repercussions. As you know, the repercussions for doing that are pretty severe sometimes. You really don't want to mess with your finances in that way. So you just want to be careful before They sell the gold on the streets that you know exactly what you're getting into. Another really big secret to pricing with laser hair removal is this is a buyer beware. I don't know if you looked at prices prior to like a Black Friday sale. The price may have been, just for easy math, $5 for something. Well, a lot of companies, knowing that they're going to be going into Black Friday, will take their prices and inflate them, let's say $10, just so that they can mark them down to $5 as a super sale for Black Friday. Well, a lot of companies do that just in general to be able to offer a sale that looks good, but is really because they inflated the original price just to be able to mark it down. So the point of this and the secret is to make sure you're price shopping and that you're aware of what that benchmark price is so that you know if a sale is actually a sale. Another trap to watch out for is the free consultation. Make sure it's really free. So you should be able to walk in, schedule some time with a provider, get all of your questions answered, and understand the pricing prior to any treatment, if you desire. Make sure that you ask, do consultations contain any hidden fees? We've been notified that there are some consultations where they actually charge you on the back end, kind of like a bait and switch, once they've used a numbing gel for a test patch, once they've had additional equipment to scan your skin, things like that. So just make sure that a free consultation is actually a free consultation. With laser hair removal, oftentimes it's with the big chains, the big franchises. They have a massive, hardcore sales team. They have processes in place that allow you to not be able to get the information that you want until you come in, because the hardcore sales process is designed to make sure that you're present so that they can go through everything that you're going to want. They make it appear easy to buy with big time financing, and they don't want you to leave until you lock into something. It should be so simple and so easy to either call a laser hair removal spa or clinic, or to go online and get at least the basic information that you're looking for without having to fill out all of your personal information, emails, just so that they can use that information for future sales tactics. So make sure you're not feeding into the machine and you actually are going with a company that just wants to help you with a service that is going to make you feel amazing. Another important secret that I'm going to share with you about sales tactics that laser hair removal companies can often use, it's something called a burning platform. In sales, you want someone to not drag their feet. You want them to hurry and buy and make quick decisions. So you create limited time offers. You create the sale ends immediately. Don't let that pressure you. There's always going to be another deal. There's always going to be another day. When you're making a decision to get laser hair removal or any sort of beauty treatment, you want to make sure that you are allowed the time to research and investigate and ask people. Don't let anyone pressure you to make a quick decision. Another sales tactic that a lot of laser hair removal companies like to use is this low introductory pricing. And then they jack up the price as soon as you come in and get one treatment and you're hooked. So that's something that you really want to make sure that you're aware of, which leads us back to upfront pricing. Make sure you understand what the full contract looks like, what the full process is going to look like. We've also had clients that have come in, and when I mention, for example, that this is our underarm price, and they ask, is it for both underarms? And I laugh, and we laugh, because I guess sometimes with laser hair removal companies, they only charge, or they promote a charge for one underarm, and then you have to pay for the other one. So just be aware that there are scams and there are deals out there that seem too good to be true. And if it does, they probably are. Another secret that I'll share with you is that most laser hair removal companies are trained to oversell. So you're going in, for example, just to attain smooth legs and never have to shave your legs again, which is awesome. But the sales technicians are oftentimes trained to upsell to other areas, to upsell to different skincare products, lotions, things like that. So make sure that if those things are recommended to you and it is something that you want and you see the benefit for, by all means, go ahead and take advantage of that. But don't allow yourself to feel pressured into buying anything that you don't need just because the sales clinics are designed to upsell. So now that you know the secrets from the inside of the industry, you're more equipped to be able to get the service that you're looking for with avoiding all of these pitfalls that are designed to get you to spend more money. And make sure that you're doing what we talked about in the beginning, which is looking at the reviews, asking your friends, knowing about these sales tricks. And that way you are going to be so much more prepared to get the service that you're looking for, and you get it at the right price.